Hello friends, this is Strawberry Jelly, and today we will be looking at the upcoming characters for Genshin Impact. We will be looking at the confirmed upcoming characters because, as you all might have known, MiHoYo is going really hard down with the leaks. There is a lot of cool leaky stuff that is coming in the future, but unfortunately we can't talk about it or show material of it on YouTube, so I will be showing to you and discussing with you the confirmed upcoming characters, which is okay. We still have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm grateful that I can at least talk about that. Without further ado, let's start. So the first character we'll be looking at is, of course, everyone's favorite, Kamisato Ayaka. She was a playable character first in the first closed beta, but she was not available in the final closed beta. Some of you might know that originally she was in the Genshin Impact website, but she was removed mysteriously, only to be coming back in the future. So Ayaka has medium length hair in a bun. Two pieces of her hair are separated by ties, with her hair tied in a ponytail with a headdress. She has silver eyes and a fair complexion. She has a purple dress with Japanese-looking patterns, with what resembles armor on the sides of her skirt. She is often seen with a gold-purple fan. Her design also has a symbol which resembles a cherry blossom. Well, as you can see from the assembled picture, she looks super cute. She's a one-handed sword user. She's using cryo as her element. She's also in princess, which is super cool. I don't know, overall I like her design, of course, but I am not personally, in my humble opinion, head over heels. And I'm gonna be putting some references throughout this video of what the characters remind me of. Some of them are pretty funny. I think all of them are pretty funny, but in this case, Ayaka as a character resembles Elsa from Frozen. I know, but before you come at me, keep in mind that they're both princesses and they can both use the power of ice. So, I mean, even the color palette is a bit similar, but anyway, I happen to like Elsa, so I don't think that's a too bad comparison, but yeah. Next character we're gonna be talking about is Baizhu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he is an upcoming playable character in Genshin Impact. He was first seen in the third closed beta test, but was not available as a playable character. I believe he's currently available in the game, but again as an NPC. He works with Chi-Chi, and similarly to Fischl, he has a talking pet snake, Chanshank, the white snake that is resting on his shoulders. Now, right off the bat, let me just say that the design is godly. This dude is sick, like I am, as you will discover soon. I'm not a big fan of male characters just because I think the female characters are so much cuter, but I feel the male characters we've had up to now, they're not cool. Don't come at me because Diluc, because I don't think he's cool. That's just my personal opinion. But with Baizhu, he's god tier level. And of course, what makes this character super more interesting is that he will be able to use the dendro element. You can see his vision on his waist. Super amazing. He has glasses, 10 out of 10. I love the green, the purples, the colors, everything. So I mean, when I first saw him, I was like, this is like legit husbando material, like for me. I hope you guys like him too. Let's see a bit more information about him. So Baizhu is introduced in the quest. Oh my god, I can't read this. Green Song, where you are tasked with finding everlasting essence. Kiki is introduced as and tasks the traveler and Zhongli with finding the coconut goat that's currently in the game and bringing back cocoa milk in exchange for everlasting incense. After it is revealed to the traveler that the cocoa goat doesn't exist and what Kiki was after was actually coconut milk, Baizhu enters the room and comments that Chi-Chi has learned a valuable lesson. In my opinion, I don't think she has. He reveals himself to be the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy and offers a price of 3 million mora for the everlasting incense. Cool. Now, the next part is a bit sad in my opinion. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Again, and not a lot is known about this character, but anyway, it seems that he cares about Chi-Chi, much like a father figure or a guardian to her. However, it must be noted that in Chi-Chi's Story 3, there is the following lines. The method to cancel her orders is very simple. Hug Chi-Chi from behind and tell her something like, I love you the most, and her orders will dissipate just like that. Unfortunately, there's just no element of sincerity when Baizhu does it. This may imply that Baizhu is simply using Chi-Chi, and if that is so, it implies that Baizhu has a more sinister nature. Oh my god. Another thing that may hint at the possibility of Baizhu being an antagonist is the fact that upon meeting him, Zhongli mentions that he has never heard or even seen Baizhu, which is quite strange considering Zhongli knows Liwei from the inside out. In Chi-Chi's Story 5, it says that Baizhu is not a man of high caliber and great courage, meaning that he is not one to want to face pain and fighting, and he is not brave character. He has not a brave character, and he's not experienced in taking care of something or someone like Chi-Chi. I'm crying, you guys. This could mean that he's not experienced in taking care of someone who is a child or mentally is close to one. Chonseng did hint, Chonseng is the snake, guys, don't forget, did hint that Baizhu is a swindler and overprices his customers. So like, I mean, let's break this down. He has like a godly appearance, but like his personality sounds kind of shitty, and like, oh, this makes me so sad because I really love Chi-Chi and she's so cute. She needs to be protected, and the fact that this man over here is like being manipulative and he's using love and kindness in order to, I don't know, like cancel her orders or to kind of like take something that is beneficial to him out of a situation. I don't know. That just makes me kind of sad. Like, of course, we'll kind of need to wait and see what's up. This is speculation, but for this character, what he reminds me of instantly because of the fucking snake, this dude is 100% in Slytherin. You cannot tell me otherwise. His personality is like, there it is. He does not have great courage. He does not like to face pain and fighting. Like, sounds familiar. He's manipulative. He like takes advantage of people, which, you know, depending on the situation, is not a bad thing. Like, what is the contest? I don't know yet, but this just makes me sad, to be honest. But I don't know, as a Slytherin myself, I feel like there's a lot of potential with this character, and I'm like instantly more interested in him, like compared to like other male characters that have been in the game so far. So I mean, that's it. That's all about him. And let's close with his appearance. He's a tall man with light skin and green hair reaching his shoulders. He has golden eyes and is always seen wearing a pair of red overall frame glasses. Like, the glasses add so much quality. If you guys like glasses like I do, let me know in the comments below. Baizhu is often seen with his pet snake, Chensang. I hope the snake is at least nice. You know, maybe he's a shitty character, but I hope the snake at least is good. Snake be good. And dropped around his neck like a scarf. He has fashion. He is fashion. He also wears a cropped short-sleeved shirt and indigo pants. Over this, Baizhu wears a teal blue sash and a pale blue jacket draped around his shoulders like a cape. Like, oh my god. Like, what divine style. And then you have, like, I don't know, someone like Diluc. He has like this godly awful dark brown coat. I mean, it would even be better if it was like black, but it's not. It's like the very ugly dark brown that I don't like. So, I mean, style points, Baizhu 10, Diluc 0. I'm sorry. Okay, the next character we're gonna talk about is Cyno. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but you have a lovely image of him, and I do stress it is a him on your screens right now. He was revealed again in that Genshin Impact trailer that shows us the future regions, etc. People were confused. They were like, it's a she, but I'm telling you guys, it's a him, because apparently he also appears in the manga. And yeah, the gender has been verified. Excellent. So, I mean, right off the bat, for me personally, looking at his design, I think that it is cool. I really like the flappy things that are coming out of his headpiece, you know, like all the stuff that is gonna be moving around and jiggling. The outfit feels, you know, very airy, and like, I don't know how to say it, but he looks very windy. Like, if it's windy, everything will be fluffy around, and I'm like into that, so I like it. I really like the purple tones that you can see on his headpiece and like the other parts of the outfit. I don't mind the dark brown here, because I feel it goes well with the gold, like the way it like accentuates those details, so like I'm definitely okay with that. Let's see. What we know about him is that Cyno seems to be a rather aloof person, preferring to keep things clear and concise. He appears composed, not showing much of an emotional reaction. But you know what? I'll take that over him having a shitty character. I'm looking at you, Baizhu. So in terms of appearance, the culture of his region, his clothes are inspired by traditional Arabian outfits. However, his headpiece is more akin to Egyptian inspiration, and I personally will add something to that in a tiny bit. The clothes worn resemble dancer outfits of ancient times during the merchant trade boom in the Middle East, taking inspirations from tales such as 1001 Nights. Well, that's lovely. My personal opinion in that is I couldn't personally, you know, make out his outfit, but so I didn't know that in terms of outfit he has that Arabian influence. But what really clicked for me in terms of Arabian influence is the music that was playing when we were seeing him on screen during that trailer, which was definitely, you know, from that sort of like Middle Eastern part of the world. But when I first saw him, the Egyptian influence was more prominent to me, exactly because of that headpiece. So, which is why I have, you know, put the image of Anubis, Egyptian god associated with death, which I think like the connection is like so strong if you guys look at the visuals with, you know, like Anubis ears and, you know, like the mask and how, and, you know, the eye on top of, you know, the headpiece. I think it all like really ties well with like the Egyptian influence, and I would be super interested to see, you know, more of that area. To be completely honest, I'm not a super fan of like areas in video games that are super warm or they have like huge deserts and everything seems like boiling hot, but that's just my personal opinion. Of course, I'm very looking forward to see how Genshin Impact does all that. So yeah, and that's all we know of him. He's cute. What do you guys think? Next character we're gonna have a look at is Dainsleif. Well, he was announced on the same trailer as Cyno was, that we talked about previously, and in my opinion, this is like arguably the coolest looking male character like coming. Like, I know I spoke about Baizhu, whatever his name was, like seconds ago, but let me explain. Like, his outfit is definitely like cooler. He finally has like one character finally has the cool dark black that I've been wanting and I haven't been getting, but here it is. And on top of that, you can actually see like the super cool, you know, like scarf slash cape that he has. My goodness, he is so gorgeous, and I really like the combination of black and blue, you know, all those tones, and of course the golden details. You guys really need to like rethink your priorities. We of course don't know where he's coming, but like people are, you know, supporting that Diluc and Zhongli are cool, and I'm like, have you looked at this dude? Like, oh my god. Granted, everyone has their own opinion, but I feel like this dude is like, looks super serious. He's gonna get down to business, and I'm like, I'm gagging for it. Here is like, we don't know a lot about him, but I found this little cool piece like in the wiki, which I'm gonna read right now, and it's not gonna make a lot of sense, but the last sentence is actually what I want to discuss. So let's see. The confluence between the past and the future. The original calamity had been overturned, yet the island in the sky set the earth to burn. Chalk pursues gold. In this time inopportune, the eclipse is swallowed by the crimson moon. The future must atone for bygone mistakes, and the bond familiar falters and breaks. Of the same blood, elders and the youth, such is the cycle of the world, in truth. Dane, what is that stand of blonde hair to you? Someone you must kill, or the object of your penitence? By a self-proclaimed prophet. Okay, let's break this down. He speaks like this text is like, I don't know, official wrote it because, you know, she has that way of speaking. But what I want to like really talk about is that phrase where it says, what is that strand of blonde hair to you? So I'm just gonna hypothesize here, theorize, and say that of course the MC, both male and female, they have blonde hair. So it seems that this character potentially is gonna be closely connected to like the MC of the game. We don't know if it's gonna be the boy or the girl, you know, the one that's gonna be turn out evil. Spoilers, sorry, not sorry, it's been an official trailer already from MiHoYo, so I hope everyone knows this information. So yeah, I think it's interesting. His relationship to the main character Z seems more closely knitted than the other the other characters we've gone over so far. Finally, we of course have no idea what his powers are or, you know, what he's all about, but I just wanted to put there like an image of, you know, the galaxy, the night sky with the stars. It just feels like, you know, that's like the vibe I was getting from him when I was like looking at him. He seems kind of like sort of like super calm but also super cold like the night is. I know I'm going with some very nice metaphors over here, but that's personally what his personality feels like to me and the mood that I was getting. Yeah. The next character we're gonna be talking about is the very hyped and upcoming Ganyu, which, you know, people have been excited about. I say people because I'm not in that part of people that are excited, and I'm just gonna quickly explain why now. So Ganyu's design, right off the bat, it feels weird to me. And it's not the horns, okay, definitely not the horns, but the goddamn fucking bell, it really bothers me. She looks like a kind, soft cow, and I'm just not into that. Like, I think I would have liked her so much more if she didn't have the bell, but she does, and so I'm just so confused. Whenever I see her, I see a goat or a cow, and I just can't take her seriously. I don't know, maybe she grows on me on the future, but at the moment, I am unable to look at this in a serious way. It is what it is. Anyway, she is a female from Liyue, and let's look at her, some more details for her. She's using cryo. I mean, I guess not an element that I'm missing right now, so maybe that's another reason. Anyway, so she serves as an emissary and secretary of the Liu Jising, and she actually does appear in the main story at the moment. So I mean, the first time you guys saw her, you probably thought this is gonna be a playable character. You were correct. So her personality, she's quiet and reserved. Zhangling remarks that Ganyu always eats alone and silently whenever she comes to one main restaurant. This also makes her reluctant to question the orders she is given, even when she may personally disagree with them. She's a devout follower of Rex Lapis. Keqing believes something must have happened in the past to make her have such a blind faith in him. Okay, let's break this down. Ganyu. I mean, her personality feels very much lackluster. It feels like she's just a bit bland. Of course, there's some past, you know, she seems like she's more reserved, you know, fine-mannered, does not question orders, just does blindly what she's asked to do. She eats alone. And I'm just like not okay with that. Like, I feel, you know, some people might be like that and that's completely fine. And but I feel like it's just like, it's not my cup of tea, you know, and I just think it's a bit boring in terms of like personality. I feel like I always like people and in extent characters that have a bit of spunk to them, you know, that there is something going on about them, and maybe the game proves me wrong, that there is a lot about Ganyu that's happened and that's why the way she is. But at the moment, if you know, I especially don't like, what really bothers me is like that someone follows orders without questioning it. Like, I'm just like, the rebel inside me is like, stop it, please. So, but that's just like my opinion. So anyway, in terms of appearance, she's a half human, half adepti. To be precise, half-killing hybrid. Ganyu has characteristics of both regular people and features found only in the gods. Like, you know what? I see Ganyu being like a goat lady slash cow lady, and it's like, are the goats actually just cows? Or like, I don't know, goats? Because that would be hilarious. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to worship a cow. Anyway, Ganyu is a tall, slender woman with purple eyes and long blue hair. Like, her hair, it doesn't feel blue to me. It feels like light, very light purple, but that's my opinion. Yeah, blue eyes and long blue hair that fades into purple at the end. Oh yeah, told you. Kept in a ponytail. Though she mostly resembles a human, she has a velvet red horns and that bent back along her hair, similar to how a goat's horns look. No shit. Based on Chef Mao's dialogue about her, it seems most people believe it is a headdress, but it is not. It's like people think that Kaching is like a cat lady. She's not, it's just a hairstyle. Now it's the opposite here. Around her neck, there is a golden bell. She wears a black bodysuit with gold accents, underneath a purple and white bodice with long ends similar to a tailcoat. Her cryovision rests on her left hip with a red knot and rope. I don't know, I couldn't care less. I'm sorry. If you like Ganyu, good for you, but it's just, this feels like this humble cow lady, and I'm not into that. Trivia: Ganyu is half a tiptoes if you didn't already know. Zhangling notes that Ganyu is a vegetarian and always eats all her food. Good for you, Ganyu. Even when Zhangling brings her an extra large portion. Well, at least since big strong girl, okay? Oh boy. Anyway, that's all for Goat Lady. If you guys want her when she comes out, I hope you guys get her. At the end of the day, this is, you know, my personal opinion on her, but she does look interesting, I guess. Okay, the next character we're gonna talk about is Iansan. Actually it's a she. She is a lolly. Again, first featured in that lovely video Mihoyo gave us, trailer for like the future areas and releases. She is, part of the region called Natlan that of course hasn't been released yet. We would know about that. And yes, this design of a character, my god, I think it's the worst ever. I don't know where to begin. I'm just, we're gonna speak about this. Like, I don't know. I'm like, the way it looks, I am just confused. I don't know what I'm looking at. My issue is the following. I do not like the combination of purple, yellow, and black. And the bandana, what the heck is that? I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. Regardless, if you like Iansan, I hope you get her. I mean, she has that vibe of being, you know, like a fiery child, as in she has like a big personality and she's ready to kick your butt. We can definitely see all that from her image. She has really pretty white hair, like gray white hair. And I mean, she is cute, but like, I don't like the weird dress that is she seems to have. It feels like so 2005 for me. Like, anyway, literally not a lot, like at all, is known about her or the area, but from a bit of research that I did, it seems that the area she will be coming from is sort of like inspired maybe from like the Aztec civilization, of course, maybe in terms of structures, architecture, outfits, you know, accessories, headdresses, headpieces, and all that kind of stuff. It looks interesting. Like, if you didn't know, the element for Natlan is of course pyro, but she looks very fiery. I mean, it's a fiery child. That's how I'm gonna call her. But yeah, I mean, that's it. We don't know a lot, and from the quick research that I did, Aztec civilization. That's all I have to say, literally. Anyway, moving on. Next character we're gonna be talking about is La Signora. Also known as the Fair Lady, and she's number 8 of the 11 harbingers of the Fatui. You've all seen her part of the main story as of now. When she bullied Venti in her first appearance, that was fat. Okay, let's brainstorm. I mean, design. She's obviously very gifted in the chest area, so I mean, if you guys are into that, good for you. The outfit is super interesting and intricate. It has like a sort of like cape. The I don't know, the bust piece is white and the skirt thing is like light brownish with those weird stars. I don't know. I am confused by looking at this sort of like color combination, especially from like the top and the bottom part of the skirt. I think maybe I would like it a bit more if it was the same color, so like maybe white, all the thing white, or all the thing dark brown, whatever that is. But I mean, it's not that as distracting as like other character designs. What I really like is the headpiece and this interesting sort of like lace that she has going on one of her eyes. That would be a good story maybe on how she lost her eye or why she's maybe using this particular headpiece. In terms of like personality, she's like really mean, but like standoff mean, like posh mean. So like she just reminds me again of Regina George from Mean Girls, but I don't know. It's just what come to my mind. She does have like a very piercing gaze. Like she is pretty, but I don't know. There's something like about her that it does not make me crazy. But that's my opinion, of course. Let's see. So, she appears with the Fatui agents and mages catching the Traveler and Venti off guard as they exit the Mondstadt Cathedral. La Signora, I love her name though, La Signora, so nice, makes quick work of the Traveler, Paimon and Venti, apprehending them with a single snap off that freezes Paimon entirely and blows her away and freezes Venti's legs in place so he cannot escape. Fatui agents hold back the Traveler as La Signora taunts Venti, then stabs him and pulls out his gnosis. She leaves him to fall on the ground after kicking him once more, and leaves the Traveler and Paimon behind before the Knight of Favonius show up and catch her in the act. Like, what an entrance. I'm dying. So, in terms of personality, she acts very posh, and on her introduction, even calling Venti a rodent ruler. I mean, she's not. She also takes great offense when he compares her negatively to the Tsaritsa, and brutally takes his gnosis immediately after. Though whenever her anger stems from the insult to her archon or because she may secretly dislike her, it is unknown. I don't know, she seems mean. I know this is like a very big understatement, but like, I'm not completely against characters that are mean. Like, I'm still holding out for Baizhu. I'm hyped for that. But with her, I feel like she's like the completely other end of the spectrum, but in a way she's living her honest life, being as mean as she can, so bless her for that. I'm just gonna read some of the comments that are in the wiki page because they're really fun. She's like, "Ma'am, please strap with me, you're so goddamn hot, and for what?" Strap at me. She's hot and want her, please me hold you, make her playable. Oh my god, don't hurt precious Venti, why are you so hot? Okay, well, I'm like 100% sure that she's gonna be playable. All the Fatui, we're half child, and then Scaramouche, which we're gonna look at in a tiny moment, they're gonna be playable, so I pretty much believe that all the Fatui Harbingers are gonna be playable, so that's why she's in this video as well. There you have it. If you like her, good for you guys. Next character we will be looking at is Scaramouche. You thought Barbara was a bad name? Well, think again. I don't know how they're coming up with names in MiHoYo, but they definitely do need some help. We've had the chance to enjoy this character in the recent Starlight event, where we were introduced to him. At first, he did not reveal his identity, but soon it became known that he was evil. Not that we can guess, but anyway, so he's the 6th of the 11 Fatui Harbingers. He is a male, he comes from Shnaya, and I mean, the outfit is a whole new world. Let me tell you, I feel like without the hat, it would be okay. But with the whole hat fan thing that is going on, I feel like it is ridiculous. And by ridiculous, I mean awful. Coco Chanel said, before you leave the house, look into the mirror and take off one thing. Scaramouche definitely did not get the memo. I mean, what is going on with that outfit? I am so confused, and I'm trying to find like a saving grace for this. I feel like at the very least, if it didn't have like the two flappy things like on the left and the right, like maybe okay, like the what is this, the clock that is hanging directly on the back, it could be okay. Maybe if it like didn't have the flappy things, you know, off the hat. I have no idea what's happening, but I mean, I think it's such a busy design, and I feel like because of that, it is kind of like losing. Like, I don't know where to look at, like there is no focus. And that to me is a problem. If you like it, great, but I feel like it's so much information and it's just confusing. It's just so busy. Well, that's what I think about his design anyway. Not that his personality is any better. According to rumors heard by Victor, Scaramouche is not well liked. You don't say. Some say he has a disagreeable personality, being difficult to get along with, while others say he doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. Even his fellow Harmagers dislike him. I mean, I'm gonna talk about my opinion on this in a tiny bit second. As a Harmager, Scaramouche is naturally a cunning individual. Sure, with the brains and tremendous power to back him up. I mean, I'm gonna dispute the bit about the brains, but okay, he is an unpredictable person. Scaramouche is two-faced. Yes, we definitely did see that. First debuting as in a friendly manner with a traveler, only to be revealed by Mona, my wife, thank you, wife, during his second appearance that his plan was to strike down the honorary knight. His personality is like awful. He's like a little piece of poo-poo. He's being super mean and annoying, and you know what my problem is with Scaramouche is that he's not like cool-headed evil, you know, like, or like cool in any way. If you guys find him cool, fine, but at the bit where, you know, he basically, well, Mona kind of like reveals who he is, sort of like, and whisks the traveler and official away in a cool bubble of water. Amazing moment. I loved it very, very much. He was like, yeah, let's go get him, and then he was like, no, there's more meteorites, let's go do that. And one of his followers was like, no, it's okay, we can still do this. And then he gets fucking triggered. Sorry for my French. He's like, no, we have to go. And like, he gets super annoyed with his follower, like the evil other lower Fatui member. He's like, no, why can you follow orders? And I'm like, just chill, dude. Okay, like, I don't, it's just, I don't know, like, it wasn't like it, he's just like throwing a tantrum, like, why can't you follow my orders, like, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't like that. Like, if you're like evil, you need to have like the sort of like cool, like, persona, at least for me, you know, like this coolness to him. And I mean, he was getting triggered and being hungry and like being a child, so I'm like, do I like them? Not too much, but if you guys do, great. There's been rumors that he's like a catalyst user, an electro catalyst user, but I would take this with a grain of salt. So yeah, let's close with his appearance. He is described as someone with a handsome face and a slender figure. I'm not going to dispute that. You know, he's a young man. He's okay. He is pretty. He's fine. He has a youthful appearance with a dark navy blue hair that covers his ears and dark blue lit eyes with bold red eyeliner. I mean, that is a fashion statement. Like the rest of the outfit is not a fashion statement, but fine. In all of his appearances, he wore short black trousers and black slippers. Like, that's not a fashion statement though. In a large hat with four upward curving hooks along the circumference. Two ornamental accessories hang from the red threads attached to the back of his hat. Those ornamental threads are awful. Please take them off now. His overall attire resembles traditional Japanese or Chinese wear. Yes, I guess, but they've like really mixed it up in a way that I don't like. He's noticeably quite short. He is a small boy, yeah. There's been some fun art of like child Tartaglia kind of like lifting him up and not letting him down, and he's like annoyed and pissed. I think it's quite cute. His height is between that of a small character such as Klee and a teenage character like the Traveler. He's like so small. Why do you guys like him? Well, it's fine. You can however you want. When is he going to be playable? Excellent question. Well, if Tartaglia was a playable character, he will be as well. Like, there's no need MiHoYo like put this much effort just for like an NPC. You can see like the standard NPCs in the game. They're all kind of like bland and meh, but like he has such an intricate design and a voice actor that has been announced, so there you go. He's gonna be playable. If you like him, if you love the design, start saving up. The next characters I'm gonna talk about are actually some that I'm super excited about, and they are none other than, of course, Lyney and Lynette. The two French apparently characters, or like French inspired characters that have been released and showcased in that MiHoYo trailer that shows like the future story arcs and you know this and that. First of all, they look gorgeous. I don't have any more information like on you know the personality, unfortunately, because nothing is known, but I just feel like I should be pointing out that Lynette, I think, is the girl. I think she's gonna be the first genuine cat girl in the game, and that is amazing news. She looks super cute, and her brother is there. And why I'm saying her brother, I'm gonna explain that right now. So the first time I've seen these characters, they reminded me of two other very popular characters from MiHoYo's other game, Genshin Impact, and they are of course Rosalia and Lilia. And if you look at their designs, which are up now on the screen, you can see that they're pretty similar. One of them is, blue, sky bluish, and the other one is pinkish, but they have like very many sort of like common elements that tie them together like visually. In the game, they are sisters, and they grew up in the same orphanage, but the personality is a bit different. So for example, Lilia, the blue one, is the more kind of like calm, sleepy one, and Rosalia is the more kind of like energetic, very loud, obnoxious, etc. And what is special about those characters is that they can like combo together, and there are like special perks when you deploy them together on missions. Let's look at a bit of that right now. I have included some gameplay footage from Genshin Impact, where it like explains the functional dynamic between those two. So on the screen, basically it says that if Malad of Cherry, which is the pink one, is deployed with Blueberry Bleats, which is the blue one, some basic attacks will become Vodka Twins, aka joint attacks. Mash attack during the charged attack to perform the Vodka Finale joint finisher. How's that awesome? Well, if you haven't already figured it out, how cool would it be if those characters, Lyney and Lynette, have a same dynamic? AKA, what if, they could be doing joint attacks, joint finisher moves? How cool would that be? And especially if you can actually do that in co-op. So one of you has Lynette and your friend has Lyney, and I'm like gagging for it already. Like, it's so cute. I think that would be like that type of like gameplay sort of like would be revolutionary, and probably people would spend a lot of money on them because they would you know, it's just like a next level co-op like gameplay. Of course, they can like be, you know, working together in your own team if you decide to get both. And but how cool if your friend has one in co-op and you can do combos together and like have like maybe like a joint passive if both of them are deployed on the same team. Like that would be nuts. So I am living for it. I'm gagging. I'm waiting for it. Like I'm so excited. This is like the best like duo characters that I'm like waiting for. I love the designs. I love like the theatrical factor that you can see, the colors. I understand that they might be seeming like a bit dull, but I do like the combination of like black, white with like another splash of color. So like blue in this case, for Lynette, which I think is the girl, and Lyney, which is the brother. And of course, we cannot oversee that the color palette is similar to like those characters from Honkai Impact, like pink and bluish. And with Genshin Impact, we still have that same color palette, like bluish and reddish. So if I had to guess, similar to Honkai, I'd say that Lynette, the girl, is the more like cool-headed, the more serious one. You know, maybe she's like the more mature, older sister, and Lyney is like the more energetic, more like troublemaker. I think something like that. I would be amazing. I love this concept, and I hope you guys love it too. What do you think? I think it's a legit prediction. And as a cherry on top, I have like included some interactions between those two characters. You can see from Honkai Impact. Well, while the setup is a bit different in Honkai Impact, so like when you log into the game, there's like a screen where you can have like your favorite characters and they like interact with you. There's the option to have both of them in that sort of like welcome captain screen, and they have like cute interactions together, and their tails, they make a heart. Oh, it's so cute. I really hope that I'm correct about this one, but I feel like I am, so you can quote me on that. Save your primitives. I don't know when they're coming. You can get other characters before them, I guess.
お疲れ様でした。起きてリリアン。よだれ出てるよ。出てないもん。嘘つきはいけないんだ。艦長、起きて。早く起きないと朝ごはん抜きだよ。
Next character we will be looking at is everyone's favorite, Xiao, who will be coming in the future at some point. He's a super cool guy, he's from Liyue, and he can use the Anemo element. He has like a spear. We saw him in like previous closed betas, jumping and doing some pretty sick charged attacks, plunging attacks with his spear. And I feel like the coolest thing about him is the goddamn mask. Which, you know, when he puts on, he has like that sort of like dark demonic evil power that looks amazing. I mean, just overall the character design is god level, and I think it is, for me, I absolutely love the colors. I just realized that he actually has similar color palette with the Baizhu, the character we discussed previously. Maybe that's why I like it so much, but I think that those colors go well, super well with each other. Very complementary, and they just like really give life to the character. By looking at his design, we can see that he's like a bit more calm, like, and gracious and like elegant than, I don't know, other characters. I'm gonna name any names now, but he's of course using a spear, and I don't know, I love the purples, my god. Let's see a bit more. So he has like medium length black hair, pale skin, and umber eyes. He has green marking tattoos around his right arm. Like, that is an excellent decision, whoever came out with this. It's amazing. I love the tattoo that he has on his arm. Sick. Also, keep going. Like, we need more characters with tattoos, I think. They make them look super cool. Lit. very lit. Moving on. Xiao wears a white sleeveless shirt with a black collar, dark purple pants, and dark purple boots. I love the purple. We need more purple characters. He wears black and dark turquoise gloves with gold details and a necklace. Around his left arm, Xiao wears a white and gold sleeve with a red lining. And then you have this sick red lining peekabooing you from like every now and then, and you're like, my god, so amazing, because it just adds like the extra zhuzh that we need. I love it. I adore, like, again, not very big into guy characters, but my man Xiao, he is gorgeous, and we need to say that it's true. And even the mask looks really, really interesting. Like, you can see the design on your screens. I like that it has like those, those fangs coming out. It makes it, it's like, if you couldn't guess that it's demonic, well, here it is right there. Like, you can see it. Bless. So his personality, he is shown to be quite polite, reversed, and logical, as he is shown to keep calm and rethink his actions upon hearing about the death of Rex Lapis. Awesome. While other Adepti choose to abandon their duties to protect the people of Liyue, when they heard about Rex Lapis's assassination, spoilers, but not really, Xiao prioritizes his duty and tries to find more information about Rex Lapis's death, instead of acting recklessly like the other Adepti. My man, Xiao, look, hear me out. It's really important that the character doesn't just have good abilities, but the personality and the visuals are also top notch. My boy Xiao, he is calm, he thinks, he is clearly a man of culture, a man of reason. He reads the books, I can tell. It's good. We have something in common already. And the way he holds that spear, boy oh boy, I wish I was this spear held graciously in his hand. This is going well. Okay. Excellent. He is a man of duty. Like Baizhu. So like this might be my answer. Okay, like Baizhu, great design, but bad character. Xiao, great design, excellent character. Maybe Xiao is the answer all along. Xiao is gonna cure all of your illnesses. So gather your primo gems, friends. To close this small presentation for Xiao, I must say that when I first saw him, I just, for some reason, I do not know why, what's going on in my brain, with the mask and everything and the dark aura. A lot of anime characters have that, I get it, but I was just instantly reminded from like Urukira from Bleach. I don't know why, maybe it's like that color palette, but I don't know, they have like similar vibes. I'm confused, but I still am getting those vibes. What do you guys think? Who does he remind you of? I'm like, am I alone? Am I alone in thinking he looks like Orikira? At least a bit. I mean, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who knows? We will be closing with the jewel of this presentation, everyone's favorite daughter, upcoming daughter, no one other than Yaoyao. Oh my god, she is so absolutely adorable, cute. Look at her, she needs to be protected. Like, let's break this down. My god. She is, of course, an upcoming playable character. She has the Dendro element. I think she will be the first playable Dendro character. You didn't hear it from me, but there's been rumors that she's a 4-star, so maybe there is still hope in this world that we can get her. But you didn't hear it from me, okay? She was Zhang junior disciple under the same master chef, but has since become an assistant for Ganyu. There's been rumors that she's also like a catalyst user, so that's like super amazing because I love catalyst users. But if you don't like Catalyst users, who knows? Maybe she will change weapon closer to her release date. We'll just have to wait and find out. Yes, so assistant for Ganyu. Is that exciting? I mean, Ganyu could use a bit more life to her, so sweet child Yaoyao might just do that for her. She has pale skin and light brown hair, which she chooses to wear in a braided style with 2 large golden bells and flower-shaped hair clips. Yaoyao has a dark umber brown eyes and a small stature. She is adorable. Like, I just want to cuddle her. She's so cute. Like, my only issue, like, I'm not a big fan of like yellow or like this type of green, but I feel it just tied in well with the design. It is at places where it makes sense, and it just makes her feel like she's more like naturey, which is great because she's a Dendro character. And of course, she has a really cute, I don't know what that is, a pet rabbit that is at her basket, like on her back. As you can see, she's peekabooing you, like the red on Xiao's sleeve, as we said. I think the only red flag is the bells. I hope when she's walking, on the world, they don't jingle all the time, because I'll have to switch out on a different character to do exploration, but hey, it's fine. I'm like, she's so cute. Like, we're gonna spend a few minutes talking about how cute she is, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So I love the bells on her hair and the cute bow. Like, there is this image that has her, with stars in her eyes, that is so cute. It just gives her like another super cute quality. I love like the outfit. You can definitely see that it's like sort of like Liyue inspired, with those like bow knots like on her chest. She has those real cute shirts. She has cute bows on the back of her feet. So cute. Oh my god, yeah. She needs to go out and like kill those yellow trails and like made her bunny friend proud. She's so cute. Oh my god, I'm dying. So yeah, she's gonna be, I think, the 4th small lolly character to be released in general. I am excited. I need her. I don't know what her abilities are, but in terms of design, I am 100% sold. I'm ready to get down. But hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. What do you think? Do you like the bells? Yay or nay? I think the bells are sick. Like, if it wasn't for the bells, if for 1 second we tried to like phase out the bells, this design is still gonna be cute, but I feel the bell adds like what is characteristic about her, like just that zhuzh, that personality touch. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh, please come home. So yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Which character is your favorite from the upcoming characters? Who are you most excited for? Who are you absolutely need to get because you can't live without? And please like and subscribe if you want to be up to date with more upcoming characters. Have a great day. Goodbye.